All right, so in this example, we are going to use Google Domains to set up Mailgun. So we're going to do it for this domain here, wcbuckner.com. We're going to click Manage in our Google Domains account, and then in the left-hand side, we're going to select the DNS tab. Okay, you should see that your name servers point to Google Domains, and then if you scroll all the way down, we're going to add custom resource records. So in Mailgun, we're first going to go to Sending, and we're going to add a new domain. And here's where you create a subdomain, which will be your sending subdomain. We typically just do mg for Mailgun, but it could be anything that you'd like. So I'm going to do mg.wcbuckner.com. So there's my subdomain, mg.wcbuckner.com. It has to be in the US. Even if you're in the EU, choose US and then click Add Domain. Now this is going to spit out 5 DNS records that we need to create. The first 2 are TXT records. So our host name is going to be MG. We're going to hop over here. We're going to click, so first we need to choose TXT, and it's just a little below the screen here. There you go, TXT. MG goes over here, and now we need the value, so we hop back and we can click this icon to copy this value. So we go back to Mailgun, we paste it, and we hit add. Okay, great, one down. Next up, another TXT. This time we copy everything from the beginning to the end of our subdomain here, so everything before the root domain, not the period. So we copy that. We come back, again, we're adding a TXT record. Our value goes here, and now we come back and get the second value. So we click, again, that copy icon. It copies that whole value there, and we bring it back, and we paste it, and hit add. Okay, 2 TXT records down. Next up, MX records. So the type's going to be MX. The host name for both is going to be MG, and then we're going to copy our values. So if I just copy MG, and I come over here, and I choose MX record, we're going to do MG there, and then our value again is going to be this one. So we hit copy, we hit paste, we add, we see it automatically puts in the priority of 10 for us. And now this next step is a little different for Google Domains does it a little bit differently. For our MXB, so again it's MG, but instead of MXA it's MXB. Okay, so instead of adding another MX record, we're just going to edit the one that we already created. So we find it, we click edit, and then we click this little plus button here. And now we post our MXB, hit save, and it will automatically put in the priority again. Okay, so there's both of our MX records down. Last up is a CNAME. So all we need to do is copy, again, everything up until the root domain, so like that. Come back here, we're going to choose CNAME, we're going to paste what we have copied, and then we're going to go get our domain, click that, it'll copy mailgun.org, and we paste it there and hit add. Okay, great, that's it. Those are our 5 records. So now we can come back to Mailgun, we can hit one of these verify DNS settings buttons, and we can see that none of mine turned green, but that's because I just recently swapped my name servers back to Google Domains. They used to point somewhere else. So that's just going to take a little bit of time to propagate, and then all of these will turn to green check marks, which is what you should have seen when you clicked your verified DNS settings. And you can see they're slowly starting to come in as time goes by. I've got a couple of green check marks, but pretty soon they'll all be green. And it looks like that might have just happened. So if I go domain settings, DNS records, yep, there we go. Looks like the CNAME's still coming, but that'll happen. So once you see all green check marks, you're going to go to the top right, click your initials here, API keys, and then you're going to click this eyeball icon and grab your key. That's what you're going to take back into high level, and you're going to paste in the Mailgun tab. So with our API key copied, we would go to our agency level account, settings, Mailgun, and here we would click this pencil and paste our key there, and then we'll be able to select the mg.wcbuckner.com right there. Once we do that, we would have it set up to be sending through that subdomain, and we could click one tab over and set it as our default. And once you have Mailgun set as your default, you're ready to hop down into a sub account and send out a test email. The easiest way to do that is to hop into a sub account, go to settings, go to triggers, add a trigger, just give it any sort of name because you're not even going to save it. Click add action and choose send email. Give it a from address. This can be anything you want, like test@test.com, and then send it to yourself. highlevel.com with a subject of like test, and then hit send test email. Now, if it's the very first email you're sending out of your Mailgun account, it usually takes a few minutes to arrive because it goes through some sort of spam protocol at Mailgun. But after a couple of minutes, you'll see it and you should be able to reply.